All right, let's make another casserole. Let's make a broccoli, rice, and cheese casserole. I make a broccoli casserole all the time. It's in my cookbook if you're interested in it. And my cookbook's on my link tree in my bio, but I never put rice in it. Well, this is a special request, so we're gonna make what Julia wants because she's a wonderful lady, wonderful person. She's just a godsend. And she can make one heck of a floral arrangement or wreath, just so you know. So let's make her broccoli, rice, and cheese casserole. First thing you need to do is you need to steam you 2 large heads of broccoli. And I have got mine washed and I just cut them up just like this. And I'm gonna steam them till they're soft for about 5 minutes on the stove. While that is steaming, I'm gonna cook 2 cups of minute rice. And I'm just cooking it on the stove as the box says in the back. It's 2 cups of rice, 2 cups of water. You bring your water to the boil, put your rice in there, let it set for a few minutes. So let's get this started. Our broccoli is done steaming. I can't even talk this morning. Ooh, I'm getting a free facial. See how green it is? So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna drain off this liquid. I'm gonna let it cool down, then we're gonna cut it up in bite-sized pieces. So while this is cooling, we're gonna make our roux on the stove. In a saucepan on medium-high heat, add you 3 tablespoons of butter in this. Of course, it's challenge butter. We all know this by now. Then I add you 1 small diced onion, which I've got. We're gonna saute it. I don't know what just fell, but oh well. And we're gonna add a little bit of garlic. Measure with your heart. I'm using garlic. That cracks me up. All right, we're gonna let this sit here, and we're gonna saute this for about 5 minutes. But one thing I do when I'm sauteing onions and butter is this. I salt it. My mom taught me that, and it's a good thing. So put about a teaspoon of salt in there, and we're just gonna let these cook down till they're translucent. All right, now that our onions and our garlic is translucent, I'm gonna add a 1/4 cup of all-purpose flour. Use whatever kind of flour you got on hand. It don't really matter since we've already salted this, but we're gonna salt it again. So this is what's gonna make our roux. We're gonna let this sit here and cook for just a minute or so and stir it till it's brown because you want that flour cooked out. It already smells good and you see how that's getting. So I'm just gonna sit here, I'm gonna stir it for a minute, and then we're gonna add our liquid. All right, see how this has browned up? It's ready to add your liquid. So first off is we're gonna add 1 cup of milk. I'm using 2%, use whatever you got. And then we're gonna add a cup of chicken broth. This gives it a lot of good flavor. All right, we're gonna mix this up. We're gonna let it cook for about 5 minutes until it's thick and gravy-like consistency. Now it's time for me to get a whisk. Hold on. All right, let's do a little mixy-mixy here with my whisk because we don't want any lumps, no lumps with your gravy. You're not Southern if you got lumpy gravy. I'm sorry, but you ain't. All right, so we're gonna let this cook on medium to medium-high heat till it gets thick. We're gonna add some pepper. As much or as little as you want. Remember, always measure with your heart. Make it your own. We're gonna add a little bit more salt, not a lot. And I know we've got garlic in there, but I'm gonna add a little bit of extra garlic powder for flavor flav. That's it. Now, we're gonna let this cook, come to a rolling boil. Make sure you keep an eye on it and whisk it because no lumps. All right, this has been cooking for about 5 minutes. See the nice, thick, shiny consistency? This is exactly what you want. And no lumps. So to this, we're gonna add 2 cups of cheese. I'm using the Kobe and Monterey Jack cheese, and I'm just gonna measure it with my eyeballs. So we're gonna get this stirred up, and I've got my chicken broth setting out because we're going to see if we need more liquid. So on this point, I turned my burner off, and I'm just gonna sit here and stir this cheese up in it. Okay, our cheese is melted in this, and what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna eyeball a 1/2 cup more of chicken broth. I want it a little thinner, and it's thick, which is fine. You do it as your own, and this is one of those, we're not using any canned cream of mushroom or cream of chicken. This is homemade. We're doing some Sweet Lucille's up in the house today. All right, This is perfect. Now, we're gonna move over to the bar. We're gonna mix everything together. And I can't hit pause. All right, let's throw this thing together. Here is my cooled 2 big heads of steamed broccoli that I have cut up and drained. In this pan is 2 cups of minute rice. Again, I cooked it on the stove, just like the package said. 2 cups of water, bring to a boil, add you 2 cups of rice. I'll boil mine for a minute, take it off the heat, set for 10. Easy peasy. We're gonna mix that up, just like that. I've got my fancy dancy 9x13 grease casserole dish ready. Got my oven on 400. We're gonna put our cheese sauce in here now. This stuff smells good. It's like liquid gold. You could drink this. It smells so good. It's nothing better than a homemade sauce. Beats anything out of a can any day of the week. I don't care who you are, but that's what I believe. So we're gonna mix this up and we're gonna see if we're gonna need any more chicken broth. Then we're gonna put it in our pan. We're gonna bake it on 400 for 30 minutes. Look at that. Doesn't that look and smell so good? The last 5 minutes of baking, we're gonna put some more cheese on it. I'm gonna add a little bit more chicken broth, about a 1/4 cup. And that's it. So I've used 3/4 of a 32-ounce container of chicken broth. All right, we're done. Man, this smells good. I'm gonna have to make me one. My broccoli casserole I make is also a homemade base, but I put mayonnaise in mine. Again, it's in my cookbook. This makes a lot. Very hearty, filling, comfort food. 90% healthy. There we go. 400, 30 minutes. This smells so good. 30 minutes later, this is what this looks like. So now I'm gonna top it with 1 cup of Monterey Jack cheese. Had to take my apron off and went outside and the wind's blowing so crazy it blew my skimmies up. And again, I'm eyeballing. You don't have to do this step if you don't want to. So we're gonna put this back in the oven till the cheese is melted, then it's done. But y'all, this smells and looks so good. Julia, I may keep this for myself. Can't hit pause. All right, here we go. Our broccoli, rice, and cheese casserole. Dude, hush. Shh. I got a house full of boys playing football. And he can't be outside with them playing because he likes to get in the road and this mama would have a heart attack. Anyways, broccoli, cheese, and rice casserole, or however you want to say that spiel, is out of the oven. Smells absolutely amazing. I'm going to make my family one of these this weekend because this thing looks good, smells good, and it's healthy. So there you go. If I can do it, you can do it too. Like my hat? Ain't she cute? Now, off to deliver all this food. Jesus fills my cup today. Does he fill yours up? Because he fills mine up every single day, every morning, noon, and night. There we go, y'all. By the way, say a little prayer for my granddaughter. She had dental surgery yesterday at 5:30. She's in a lot of pain and she's crying and it breaks this mama's heart. 6 years old and they put her to sleep and she did not like that at all and I don't blame her and she's hurting. So whisper a little prayer for Miss Carly Grace, y'all. Hope you have a great day. Go love your family. Julia, I'm on my way, baby. I love y'all. Bye.